First off, I'd like to welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This was a dream of Mr. Willie Harris, who started this with me, and someone that doesn't live here referred him to me, and I said, I don't even know this man. And he kept talking, so I said, that sounds like a winner. So I've been doing some other things because I'm on the Stockton Unified School District Board of Education. By the way, my name is Gloria Allen. I'm Vice President of the board. And I would like to welcome everybody and start with introductions. So, can you start in the front there?
William Harris, President of the Stuntmen Association.
And tell them where you're from.
I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Well, Willie can't stand, but I can. My name is Calvin Brown. I had the honor to be the first black stuntman in Hollywood. Started way back in 1958.
Greg Elam, one of the pioneers, black pioneers, stuntmen from Los Angeles.
Doug Lawrence from Las Vegas, Nevada. Happens to be Harry Fine Stunto.
Everybody's introduced themselves. Go have a seat. Everybody's introduced themselves.
William J. Upton from Atlanta, Georgia, and also Las Vegas and Los Angeles, California. Detroit, Michigan.
That's a true stunner right there. You travel.
I used to double Billy D. Williams in a lot of his films.
Great.
Joe, we are.
Oh, I'm Joe Kim from Compton, California.
And
Oh yeah, where you from, bro?
introductions.
You wanted it?
How y'all doing? I'm glad to be here.
Alex, who you were?
My name is Alex Brown. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm one of the original black stuntmen. And it's been a hard fight, but I'm glad to see you all here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I'm also from Compton, California.
All right, so I would just like to introduce some of our dignitaries here. And then I'll have Mr. Harris come up and give us a history of the organization. Okay. Now, we have from Wells Fargo, we have Sandy Shaw, Cliff Cooper, and Miss Alice Flores. From Stockton Unified School District, we have our interim superintendent, Miss Julie Penn. To her is Mr. Mark Hageman. Well, outside, sitting at the door, we have two board members, the president of the board, Ms. Kathy Garcia, and Ms. Maria Mendez. And just entering the room is our principal, Mr. Will Nelson. And Mr. Ajman Sharif, who I believe is the assistant principal at Franklin High School. So at this point, I'd like to have Mr. Harris come up and do the history of the organization. And if there's anyone that he would like to recognize. Oh, well, you can sit. Why don't you sit?
Well, I'll speak a little later. I'll let Alex do this. Where's Alex? Come on, Alex.
Alex, you do it.
You can tell they're a happy bunch.
Then I'll speak after Alex.
All right.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I don't know how I got roped into this since that's the president. I'll do the best I can. Delegation. This organization was started primarily to fight inequities in Hollywood for black stunt people. We formed this organization in 1967, and I'm saying we, the logo says black stunt men, but when we started, we had women involved. And we always tried to make sure that black stunt women was always a part of this organization. So we were all fighting the same battle for the same cause. But you know, over a period of years, we have managed to break some roads. It's still not like we want to, because if you notice Hollywood, we're still fighting the same battles for both sexes and other people. But we've been fortunate enough to make some inroads for some black stunt people, both men and women, and other ethnic groups too. Because when we started, we didn't just fight for blacks. We tried to bring everybody in, so we could say this was a unified effort. But we're kind of proud of the progress we've made up to this point, but there's still a long way to go. However, the fight never stops. The fight continues. And right now, you see most of us, our president can hardly move. I'm saying that because we're not fighting for ourselves now. We about through, not about, we are finished. So we're fighting for the younger generation, the younger people, everybody, so that they don't take it for granted that the fight is over. The fight still continues for everybody, for everything. We're right in the middle of election, and we see what's going on right there. We're right in the middle of Oscar awards, we see what's going on right there. We're in the middle of a lot of things that we see that you think has changed and has not changed like we wanted to. So we continue to fight this fight for everybody. And I'd like for you all to know that the fight continues, and we are glad that you all came. Thank you very much.
Well, I guess everybody want to know how I got involved with Mr. Robison. Well, to the Wells Fargo board. I banked with Wells Fargo. And I happened to be in the bank one day, and I saw this little small picture upside the wall. And I asked the bank president, who was that man? And she said, his name was William Robison. I said, well, what are you displaying this picture for? She said that he worked for Wells Fargo for 40 years. Well, I wanted to know more. And I asked her, who can I get in contact with at Wells Fargo about this man? I said, because we have this black stunt group, which we all have did stunt, good ones, bad ones, you name it. But we would like for Wells Fargo to honor this man. So I started to write, CEO and Mrs. Beverly Smith. And at first I don't want to say, I'm not here to create any controversy. But at first they told me, I asked them about doing the commercial. They said they didn't know anyone black to drive a 6-up. Well, I said, I do. We know who can drive a 6-up. But anyway, they said they would get back to me. And when they got back to me, they said, well, Mr. Harris, we're sorry, but we can't take outside solicitation. Well, I had to tag her by the tail, and I wouldn't let it go. So I asked him, I said, well, what about having an honor or day for Mr. Robison? They told me, well, talk to the city of Stockton. This is when I got in touch with the city of Stockton, because Mr. Robison lived here. As a matter of fact, he worked for Wells Fargo, what, 40 years? And he died here. He was a member of society. Then I thought about black kids, minority kids. Why shouldn't they know about our hero? Because I'm quite sure if you were walking to the schools here in Stockton and ask who was Mr. Robison, they don't know. But if you could walk into an upper middle class school and ask about Jesse James and Wide Earp and all that, the kids know. So it came my push to get public, not only the black community, the white community, to know about it. Then Sandy, the paperwork you got, I just stumbled onto him. I didn't know about him. George Monroe. And I saw that George Monroe drove stage for Wells Fargo. Also, he was an expert. That he drove the stage through Yosemite with President Grant sitting at the top with him. Now, I would love, if it's possible, to sit down and talk with some of the board members, because this man should be honored. And now when I see y'all commercial, I never seen a black guy driving the stage. And I would like to know, would it be possible that this could ever happen? And that's why I would like to sit down with your board members and me and some of my stunt group here. We can furnish a guy who can drive the 6-up. And what's wrong with, see, let me back this up. I know Wells Fargo is a business, a huge glamorous business. What better publicity could Wells Fargo get about doing a commercial with a black stage crew driver and letting the black community know this is what they decided to do. If you think that you got blacks participating now in your bank, this would be a gold mine. And I would like to thank the city of Stockton and Wells Fargo for helping putting this on, and thank everybody for being here. And I appreciate y'all inviting us so we can explain to everybody who we are, what we're doing. And matter of fact, in September, we will be put into the Smithsonian. Not as stuntmen, but as history makers in Hollywood. You just don't get to the Smithsonian by being a certain ethnic group, but you have to make history. As a matter of fact, what Alex did say, when we first started, there was no black producers, no makeup, no camera, nothing. And what you see today with Samuel Jackson, Greg Elan, his son, double Samuel Jackson.
Will Smith.
And Will Smith, one his son, and what that other, Cheatham?
Yeah,
John Cheatham. These guys here did some of the most dangerous stunts in the world. And one thing I would like to say, when we went to work, we didn't know we was going to come home in one piece. Because we didn't have the safety gear that the white stunt guys had. And we didn't get the same pay either until we put up a fight. We filed 32 charges and we won them all. And matter of fact, the lawyer was supposed to be here today, wasn't, but she unfortunately couldn't make it. But Clarence Thomas gave us the lawyer to fight the studio. That's when he was head of the DEOC. And like I said, thank you everybody, and I appreciate being here.